Last year, a young and unproven Milford boys volleyball team took a giant leap forward, winning 14 regular season games and eventually advancing all the way to a district semifinal. With so many players returning for the 2019 season, the team hopes they can continue the progress they started a year ago.
At first, I expected in the season that we wouldn't make it as far in the semifinals of district because of we only had 2 seniors. Everyone was like third-year experience. We had some second-year experience players, but coach kept us all together, and we improved a lot, and we ended up going to the semifinals. But Natick overpowered us, and we learned a lot from that game.
The coaches and I knew that they had a lot of potential. Looking back to the start of the season, we wanted to win the games we knew that we should win, and compete in the games where the other team might have been the favorite, or might have had more experience than us. And we did just that. We won all of the games we were supposed to win, and then towards the end of the season, we were putting up a serious fight against some of the stronger teams. So I don't know if I was surprised that they made that progress as quick as they did, because it was kind of what I expected, or what I was hoping for, I should say. So not surprised, but definitely glad they did.
With the majority of last year's team still intact, Milford enters into the new season with a lot of experience and confidence on their side.
We graduated 3 seniors. 2 of the 3 were starters. And we're bringing back 11 guys who were juniors last year. And of the 11 guys, I'd say 5 or 6 were starters. And what's most important about that is our 2 setters are coming back. Having a setter and 2 experienced setters is really important, so that's a huge plus. And also our top 2 attackers are returning, so that's a big deal.
Experience is going to be a big part. You have most of the team who's played since their freshman year, and they've played off season, so that's basic year-round volleyball, and it's all for this year.
I think almost every player can play almost every position, and that's a really strong thing in the team. Everyone's like a versatile player, so that's very important too.
Not only did the current core of players gain experience in volleyball playoffs last season, the majority of the athletes on this year's team were part of a Milford boys soccer team that enjoyed great success in the regular season and playoffs this past fall. I asked the captains what qualities of the soccer team may carry over onto the volleyball court.
Yeah, the mentality.
Mental toughness.
Mental toughness.
The experience you could receive just from, how far we went in soccer. Just getting playoff experience in even a different sport is tremendous to have when you go to another playoff, when you've already had the nerves, you've already experienced everything. It's not new for the first time.
Getting to see almost my entire team out there was a lot of fun. I got to talk to their parents on more of a social level, catch up with them, and really have no responsibilities and get to enjoy the athleticism that the Milford athletes have that play both volleyball and soccer. And so they got a win under their belt in that season, but one thing I hope, unfortunately, to benefit from is that they were left with a sour taste in their mouth. They probably, and I say this because they would tell you this, they should have gone further than they did, and they want more. So I'm hoping that they're still feeling that, and that lights a fire in their stomach this whole season, and that we can accomplish what they wanted to accomplish in the soccer season.
After spending the last few seasons in the recently formed Western Alliance League, Milford will enter a new conference this year that will reignite several local rivalries.
We just joined the Tri-Valley League. I think there are 6 other teams, and there are some familiar faces. So we have Millis, Medfield, and Nipmuc, who were all on our schedule in the past. They're all competitive programs. And then there are some younger programs too. So Bellingham's a first-year program. Norton's a young program. King Philip's on our schedule, not part of our conference. They're a young program. So we kind of have a mixed bag in terms of our conference and teams around the area that we play. We expect some hard-fought matches, but I'll be really straightforward. We expect to be at the top. We want to win the conference. We want to win. We want to win our new league, and we'd like to take home the first boys volleyball Tri-Valley League championship. But under no circumstances do we think that these other teams are going to hand it to us. So we're going to have to work for it.
There will be some heavy hearts on the volleyball court throughout this season as the program continues to mourn the loss of Linda Zakili. But the team hopes to honor Linda's memory by putting forth the kind of effort that Coach Zakili would be proud of.
Our freshman year, she was our JV coach.
Yep.
Ours, he was on varsity, but he still got to
I
get coached by her.
I still talk to her.
But
She coached me.
She was an amazing woman. She helped us with everything. She introduced us to the sport.
Yep.
She's just an amazing person.
It's always hard to lose someone who means a lot to you, a lot to your athletes, and a lot to the program. So I definitely think it adds some importance to the season. The current seniors were some of her last athletes in both the boys and girls programs. So I know that they're definitely going to want to, complete her legacy and put, a whole bunch of 2019s up on our wall in a league district and ideally a state championship. And I think she's always going to be in the back of our minds every match. I think, this season we're currently putting an LZ on the chest of our uniform, so we'll be wearing her with us every match, and I think that will be a cool reminder, and especially it'll make us think of all the values she instilled in us to be, mentally tough, to work hard, to give it 150% even when you're not feeling well, and to be passionate about what you're doing. So I expect that she'll be with us the whole time, and that we'll be thinking about her often.
This is Milford TV News and Sports Director Tim Coet. Make sure you check out new editions of the Milford Informer every Friday at 7:30 p.m. or during one of our 8 convenient re-air times throughout the weekend. You can also find individual news stories as well as full archived editions on our YouTube page, My Milford TV. If you live in the greater Milford area and have an idea for a news story, you can tweet at us using the handle @Milford_TV, or you can contact me directly by sending an email to news@milfordtv.net.